guys, welcome back to my channel. I got something. I told you guys we were gonna get one of these. We just picked up the iPod Air 4. Wait, iPod, what is it? We just picked up the iPod, iPad. We just picked up the iPad Air 4. And I also got the Apple Pencil. The one and only time I will ever pay $129 for a pencil. I've just been wanting an iPad for a while. I'm not gonna be using this for everything, but it's just nice to have. Whenever Nick and I start traveling again, we really wanna have something like this on the plane instead of our laptop. And it also just pairs with my MacBook and my iPhone, so it just makes things so much easier. And this is the 64 gig. Ooh, wow, it is really lightweight. I was expecting it to be a little bit heavier, even though it's called the iPad Air. Another one of these satisfying pulls. Oh my god. We ended up getting the sky blue. I really like it, it's really pretty. And then you guys know the deal. In here they have the charging cable. I almost forgot, being festive. And now I'm gonna open up the pencil. This is gonna be so cool to use. I'm turning it on. Cool. So it is starting up. Hello. So I'm setting it to English, United States. So I'm gonna log in with my iCloud because I have Apple devices and Nick has Android, so it does make sense for me to do that. I'm gonna set up the Wi-Fi. Okay, it's gonna take a few minutes to activate. It's saying to add another fingerprint, so I need to go get Nick to do this real quick. Babe. What? Okay, now I have to create a passcode. Okay, so now it is restoring my stuff from iCloud. Basically, we kind of want all the same apps that I have on my iPhone on this iPad. Once this is done, I want to go ahead and set up the Apple Pencil. I turned on my lamp because it's so dark in here. Hopefully this looks okay. Okay, cool, I'm in. This is what it looks like now. I basically just had it sync all the apps that I have on my phone now, and I'll delete the ones that we don't want on the iPad. And then I'm going to customize this, and that's going to be the second part of this video. So I'll show you guys how I customize it, just like I did on my iPhone video. I'm going to make this one look really cool. I'm so excited to do it. Now I want to go ahead and set this up. It's like magnetic, so you just attach it. Welcome to Apple Pencil. Oh, this is so cool. I'm just like drawing the shapes. Okay, so this is set up and all of the other apps are just downloading right now. So I'm going to wait for that to finish and then I'm going to customize the screen and I'll come back to you guys probably tomorrow to show you how I customize it. But for now, I'm gonna go play on it because it's so cool. And we match. Now to show you what's on my iPad. I just made avocado toast before this and I cut my fingers. Now I have a Band-Aid. I'm just really clumsy. So again, we got the light blue. It's a couple days later. So I've had time to customize it and play around with it. So let's go ahead and show you guys what's on my iPad. So starting off, you'll see that my background is this peach color. Since our iPad is this light blue, I wanted something that would go well with that color. On my what's on my iPhone video, I didn't add shortcuts and customize them like I have them done here, but I wanted to have a little more fun with the iPad. The only thing is the widgets that I have on my phone, you can't add to the home screen. You can, but it's just not gonna look the same. It's not gonna be as flexible. I'm gonna turn it into landscape mode real quick. This is called the today's view, this thing on the left side with the date and all that. I have a widget there that I use via Widgetsmith, but you're not able to see it when it's turned right side up. It's just because Widgetsmith hasn't updated their app to be a little more flexible with iPad. It's fine though. I'm not like completely upset about it. Like it's not going to ruin the whole iPad experience for me, but I think at some point they will update it and it'll make it a little bit cooler. I added a widget and again, I'll show you guys if you want. I did this on my iPhone video. You make the widgets in Widgetsmith. These are the ones that I have on my phone. The OOK LED sign, Clueless, Girl Power. This is the one that's currently on my phone. The pink one. I made this one specifically for the iPad. Here, I just have a medium widget. It's also a smart stack, so I have pictures and my batteries. I don't have it rotate, I just want it on the date. I have the weather here. It says winter storm warning. We got a lot of snow last night and we're still getting snow today. It's so beautiful. I'm looking at it right now. If you guys want to see it, go to my Instagram page. I posted so many snow pictures today. Then I have Spotify because I love using Spotify. I don't use Apple Music. If you go down here, I have a large widget and this is a picture of some cinnamon roll brioche bread. This widget is actually connected to my Pinterest board, my food board called Tasty. You can have it switch every day or every hour. I have it done hourly. And then you scroll down and I have my battery percentage for the iPad itself and then for the Apple Pencil. Then I have reminders here on the side. We have 0 reminders right now, but when we have them, they will pop up there. So that's what I have on the today's view. I have all of the shortcuts on the first page and on the second page, I have the folders and I'll show you guys that in a second. I made all of these covers in Canva Canva. I made the background like this aqua blue color because I think it goes really well with peach. It reminds me of California or something tropical. All of the apps that I have on this page are the ones that we use the most. In this folder right here, I have a little apple emoji because this is just everything that came with the iPad, minus the ones that I deleted. I connected it with my iCloud ID, but it automatically uploaded every single app from my phone to this iPad. So I deleted a lot of them and I kept the ones that were relevant for an iPad. In this Apple folder, I just have the things that I don't use all the time, but I do want to keep. Voice memos. I've been using that one a lot more lately because I'm taking vocal lessons. So I like to record myself and send it to my teacher. I have Find My iPhone. I don't know if that really works with an iPad. I haven't even tried it. Then I have the clock, the measuring tool, the settings. It has a red number just because I haven't set up Apple Pay. The Apple Store, the reminders, iTunes Store, Apple Store, shortcuts, which I don't use on my iPhone at all. So it's really cool. I got to play around with that on this iPad. The camera, the messages, I actually disconnected the messages because when I got a text on my phone, I would get it on the iPad and my MacBook and it was just too much. I don't mind getting it on my MacBook because when I'm working, when I'm editing and stuff, it's really nice to see because I'm not always near my phone, but it won't let you delete this app. So I have to keep the messaging app. Then I have Widgetsmith, which is what I use to make those widgets. I have Maps, the calendar, the notes, which I use all the time. And I'm gonna show you guys that later, especially now that I have this little pencil. And then I have Photos, the Weather Plus app. I like that better than the Apple Weather app. Safari, Mail, and FaceTime. So that's what I have in the Apple folder. And then on the home screen is all of the apps that I use the most. Like I said, I made all of the covers for these in Canva, and I'll show you guys that when I get to the Canva app. For the photos, the picture is a string of Polaroids. I thought it was really cute. The camera is an actual Polaroid camera. I'm really obsessed with Polaroid cameras. We just got one for Nick's parents and now we kind of want one for ourselves. Then I have the Notes app, which I use all the time. The Amazon app because we order from it all the time, but I made a vow not to order anything this week because I'm going home next week and I'd really rather not have things delivered without me being here. Then I have the Shop app, which is used to track all of your deliveries in one place. If you order a lot, I suggest getting that app because it connects to your email and then every delivery you have, because I usually forget, it'll put there and let you know what's up. Then on the second row, I have YouTube and YouTube Studio. For me, I use these all the time. Netflix, Hulu, and Disney Plus. We have other streaming apps, but these are the three that we use the most. I didn't make the icons the color that I wanted. Neutrals seem to be really popular, so everyone was making their shortcuts a neutral color, and whatever the logo was, like the Netflix app or the Hulu app or Disney Plus, they were finding the logo in a neutral color. I wanted something that at first glance, if I just saw the picture, I would know it was Netflix or it was Hulu. I didn't make them like each one color like specific. I just made the background that color and then I made the logo whatever it was. And then I have Spotify, and I got all of these pictures in Canva. Then you go down to the third row and it's Caviar and DoorDash. Again, we have other food delivery apps, but these are the main ones that we use. Then we have OpenTable because we use that to make all our reservations. We use this a lot because you get points when you use it. Then I have Fonto, which is what I use to add text to my thumbnails. Actually, ever since I got this pencil, I've been trying to hand draw the text on my thumbnails. I haven't done it with the past thumbnails. Maybe I'll do it with this one. I'm not sure yet. I kind of want to find like my style before I start doing that. And then we have Canva and Calm. Calm is a meditation app that Nick and I both use when we're really stressed out. The Canva app though, I'm going to open that one. And you guys see how it went straight to the shortcuts for a split second? That really annoyed some people, but to me, it's not that big of a deal. Like, I don't care that much. You'll see here that I actually have a thumbnail. I'm gonna turn it to the side so you guys can see it a little bit better. You can add a whole bunch of different elements. So these are the ones that I've been using the most. These are the ones that I use for my covers of the shortcuts. There's so many different ones you can use. For adding elements, I'm probably gonna start drawing it because the ones that I wouldn't usually use anyways were easy to draw. Like this one right here, I used it all the time. I'm gonna make it white. But do you see, like, this is really easy to, like, I don't really need to put that there. Like on my last thumbnail, this one specifically, actually, I drew it myself. If you go back to my homepage, I have my iPad covers. This one was used for FaceTime. Here's the Polaroid cameras, the pencil. You can basically use anything though. So if I wanted to look up stars, I would just write stars. It would come up with a whole bunch of different stars, and all I would have to do is just click one. Let's say I wanted to use this one. You can just like make it larger. You can, I'm gonna delete this. And Canva is amazing. It actually centers it for you just like that. You can change the color if I wanted to make it yellow, if I wanted to make it white, if I wanted to make it green. Like, It's really cool. You can do so many different things with it. I even use this for highlight covers on my Instagram page. So in my story highlights, I made all of my covers and this is what I use for it. So Canva's amazing. If you guys have never used Canva, I would check it out, especially if you're a YouTube creator. It makes it that much easier for your thumbnails and stuff. I'm gonna turn it back this way. On the bottom here, I have 4 apps that I keep on the homepage bar at the bottom. To the right here, it shows the apps that you recently used. If you don't want them there, you can easily just hide them like this. It's not that big of a deal, but like they just keep them there because it's the ones that you recently opened. The ones I keep here though are the Wi-Fi, and again, I made these in Canva, so it's like a little Wi-Fi signal. And then I have Mail for our email, and then we have FaceTime, and then we have the weather app. I like this weather app more. It's called Weather Plus. I just think it's more aesthetic. Normally you have to watch an ad though before, and then they keep an ad at the bottom here, but I really like it. It shows you like a cool background. 30 degrees in New York, feels like 22. So if you go to the second page, I have all of the folders. I also did a little bit of tracking in the title names. If I open up the travel folder, you'll see I put a space between each letter just because it makes it that much easier to see. The only one that it doesn't work with is health and wellness because that's such a long title, but if you open it, you can see that it actually has it. So we'll start with the travel folder. We have Airbnb. We don't always stay at an Airbnb, like sometimes we'll stay in a hotel or something. Expedia is what I use to browse flights. It compares the prices for me. There are a couple apps like this, but I've been using Expedia for years and I'm just used to it. And then I have Jetblue because it's my favorite airline in New York. Then you go to our deliveries folder. These are all of our home deliveries. So we have Fresh Direct and Food Kick. These both are the same thing now. I haven't deleted Food Kick yet because I don't think it's completely merged, but Food Kick was just like an express delivery and Fresh Direct was like the normal one. But now when you open up the Fresh Direct app, I'm not gonna do it because it's gonna show my address. You can just hit express delivery and that's the same thing as Food Kick. Then we have the Whole Foods app. I don't use this one for food deliveries. It just has like a QR code. We have Amazon, which again we use all the time, but you can also order Whole Foods deliveries off of Amazon. And then we have that shop app again that I told you guys about that was on my homepage. So if you want to track all of your deliveries in one place, it's amazing. Then I have games. We have way more games on the iPad than I did on my phone. Not that much more, but it's just more fun to play games on an iPad than it is a phone because of how much space you have. We have the jigsaw puzzles, which I've shown you guys before. So I have 2 of them here, like this little puppy one, it's so cute. Then we have Jeopardy. We downloaded Jeopardy because every time we go to visit Nick's family, we end up watching it. It's just like one of those games that keeps your mind sharp, so it's kind of fun to play. We have Heads Up, and a couple of these games I mentioned on my What's on My iPhone video. The Heads Up game is really fun. It's kind of like a modern day charades. I think Ellen DeGeneres came out with this game. We have the crossword puzzles. I love this one. I haven't finished this one, I haven't even started, but I love doing the mini crosswords. And then we have another one called Plants vs. Zombies. This one was nostalgic for Nick. Then we have our order in folder. This one gets used the most probably because we love ordering in food. I added some new ones since my What's on My iPhone video. The Sweet Green app. Then we have Sage. Again, it's one of our favorite Thai food places. We have Postmates, which I don't really use that much. I think they were recently just bought out by Uber Eats, if I'm not mistaken. Seamless. Again, I'm keeping that because it's the first delivery app I ever had for food delivery. Uber Eats, which I really don't like anymore. If we have to use it, we'll use it because they have a lot of restaurants. But I swear, every time we order from there, one of 2 things happens. It shows up really late and cold, no matter how close the restaurant is, or they just don't deliver it at all. Like the delivery guy takes our food and eats it. Like it's happened multiple times. It'll show on the map that they delivered it and I'm like, we never got the food. Like why? Then I have this Montrose and Graham wine and spirits delivery app. It's not telling you guys where I live, but it is pretty close to where we are. If I want to order a bottle of wine or something, that comes in clutch. And then we have Caviar and DoorDash. Again, these are the ones that we have on the homepage as our shortcuts because they're the ones that we use the most. Then I have my health and wellness folder. We have Less Meals. They have a lot of different workouts that you can do. So if you're not into working out or if you're new to working out, you don't really know what to do. They have like body pump, body combat. They have like a bar class, like if you want to do ballet. They have a whole bunch of different ones. Then I have the Intervals Pro app. Again, it's for HIIT workouts. So if you don't know what a HIIT workout is, it's high intensity interval training. And you basically just go really hard for a couple seconds and then you pause and then you do it again. I like to do 50 seconds on, 10 seconds off. I suggest it if you're just trying to get your heart rate up fast, or if you only have like 15 minutes to work out or something, it's really good for that. Then I have Deep Stash, which is a new app that is up and coming. I'll open it for you guys. I had someone reach out to me about this app. They had seen my business Instagram and they wanted me to contribute to their app. I have the potential of becoming like an influencer on this app, I guess. You get to basically have a stash of different ideas. It's all about your mindset, just personal growth and stuff, so it's really cool. Then I have the Moonface app, which I love opening. I just think it's really cool. Today we are in a waxing crescent and you can see like when the full moon will be. You can just go through and see. It looks like the first full moon is gonna show Monday, December 28th. So some weird stuff is probably gonna happen that day. Then I have ZocDoc. ZocDoc is amazing. I don't know if it's available everywhere. I know for a fact it's here in New York. If you're looking for a primary doctor, a dentist, dermatologist, like whatever. And then we have the Calm app. Again, this is the meditation app. It's really cool. You can see that you can look at a whole bunch of different ones, different meditation. And then we go to our TV folder and we have all of our subscriptions. So again, you saw Netflix, Disney Plus, and Hulu on the home screen, but we also have Prime Video, which is okay, I guess. There's some stuff that you can get for free, but there's a lot of different subscriptions within the app. It's kind of annoying that you have to pay for another subscription within the app. And then we have Flixster, which is for movies. And I'm really scared after this whole pandemic is over if movie theaters are even still gonna be standing. And then I have a folder for Resis. This is the Yelp app, which we use for some restaurants because they only take reservations there, but we mainly use OpenTable. And then we have socials. You'll see that this folder is really small. That is intentional. The only reason we have these three is because Twitter, Nick likes to use for news. He trades stocks, so it's really good for him. It's just quick updates. I have Pinterest because that's the one social media app that I love scrolling through. It's not just mindless scrolling. Like I'm getting recipes, I'm getting quotes, I'm getting like inspiration from this app. I'm gonna show you guys my boards, by the way. These are my boards. My food boards, I have two separate ones. I have it very organized. Like if you click on the board, I have gnocchi, tacos, fried chicken, pasta, sandwich, like so many different things, you guys. And then you go down, and these are the ones that are not in separate sections because I didn't really know where to put them, but I have so many different food ideas. I've made a lot of these and uploaded some of my own. This one's ours, like we actually made this, Nick and I. If you guys ever want some inspiration, go to my Pinterest boards. Like I am so obsessed with Pinterest, it's crazy. Like I love Pinterest. And then I have YouTube, of course, because I want to watch YouTube on this. And then I have a folder called Create. I have Facetune, which I use to whiten backgrounds or just clean up anything in a photo. There was like a drop of sweat one time. I did a photo shoot with this one photographer that lives here in New York. I had my arm up like this and I was leaning on something and I was like looking up. There was a drop of sweat dripping down and it just looked so bad. So when I posted that picture, before I posted it, I smoothed out the sweat. Like I just did it for that though. I don't do it to make myself thinner or look perfect or anything. It was just for like small imperfections like that. And then I have Photo Booth, I have Lightroom, but I haven't really made an account for the iPad. I have it on my phone, but you have to get a separate login for the iPad. So I have to set that up. Then I have YouTube Studio and then Canva and Fonto, which I showed you guys on the homepage. I don't have all of my bills in this folder. I kept AT&T and Fios because AT&T is my cell phone carrier and Fios is for our Wi-Fi. For the video folder, I have iMovie because I still use that every now and then. Even for like Instagram, sometimes I'll use it to just make a quick video because it's really easy to use. And then I have the GoPro editing software and the GoPro app. Quick is the editing software for GoPro. We usually use that when we travel, whenever we go underwater. I didn't put YouTube in here because I consider that more social. The last folder that I have on here is the music folder, Pandora, which we use sometimes now because Nick uses it every now and then. We have the Shazam app for whenever we're like watching TV or something and we're like, what is that song? And then Spotify, of course, because again, we use that every day, all day. I love Spotify. I love it so much. Like if I didn't have music, I don't know how I would get through life. Oh, and I want to show you guys real quick in the notes. I have a to-do list here. Oh, I can actually cross this out because I'm filming it now. Yay, I actually finished this to-do list. Lovely. I really like writing with this because it just works really well. So like if I wanted to just write like here, it shows up so nicely. So I was thinking about doing my thumbnails like that, but again, I need to practice a little bit more. That's basically it. I love this thing so much. This whole thing is magnetic, by the way, and this thing just sticks to it. This is my coaster. I haven't gotten a case yet. I want to get a screen protector because it's covered in fingerprints, and I also just drop things all the time, so I want a screen protector. And then I also want to get a case. I don't want one that's going to cover up the color. I want something transparent. I might get two cases, one that's transparent and then one of the ones that fold up so that you can watch TV on it. So in my last video, I did a giveaway. The winner of the giveaway will be posted right here. I'm also going to put it in the comments. If you did win, congratulations. I'll be shooting you a DM so we can get some information and I can ship you out your gift. If you guys are watching this video, thank you. You guys seem to really like my tech videos. What's on my iPhone, my MacBook Pro unboxing, but then nobody really sticks around for the rest of the videos. I post every Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so stick around. I really put a lot of hard work into these videos. Make sure you subscribe. If you guys made it up this far, comment a snowflake emoji. I'm going to go change this band-aid because it's literally bleeding through. Anyways, I will see you guys next time.